Namaste.
Welcome back to Gita Samvad. In the previous Shloka, we saw Duryodhana went to his teacher and said something, right?
What did he say?
And that's what. In this Shloka, we are going to learn what Duryodhana says to Guru Dronacharya. So let's listen to the Shloka first.
पश्यैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्य महतीं च मूं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येन धीमता.
Yes. So before we interpret the verse, let's understand the literal meaning. So literal meaning is very simple. That Duryodhana
As
says,
simple as drawing a line.
yeah, like that. So Duryodhana says to his teacher, "O teacher, look at this mighty army of the sons of Pandu." So here army is mighty, right? So mighty army of the sons of Pandu arranged for battle by whom? Your intelligent disciple, son of Drupada. Okay.
So basically you're saying they did not form this themselves by the leader of the army. It was him
Yes.
who created this who had the great intelligence.
Yes.
This great intelligence is just for this army, and even though you're on opposite team, they are still following your rules.
You can say that. But we'll discuss this later. But let's first understand some of the words and their meanings.
Okay.
So here the important words are like pasya. Pasya means look. Okay. And then etam. Etam means this or yeah. Then Pandu Putranam, then sons of Pandu. Then you have Mahatim, which means mighty or great. Okay. Then we have Chamum. Chamuma means army. So you see the word is Mahatima Chamuma. So which means the great army, mighty army. And
Mahati Chamuma.
Yeah, Mahatima Chamuma.
Interesting.
And then we have Vyudham. Vyudham means arranged in a formation basically. So and then you have Drupad Putrena. So again, like Pandu Putrena, Drupad Putrena means sons of Drupad. And Tava Sisyena means your disciple, by your disciple. Sisya means student or disciple. Okay. And Dhimata. Dhimata means intelligent.
It's not only intelligent, it's great intelligence.
Yes. Okay. So in simple words, again it's the same thing. The old teacher, look at this great army of the sons of Pandu, which has been arranged for battle by your intelligent disciple, who is son of
Drupada.
Not only intelligent, it's great intelligence for the last time.
I know. So we'll come to that later. So you see, now Duryodhana here is not naming the person. He's kind of teasing Dronacharya, right? He's just saying, Guru Drona, you see this mighty army formation? You know who has made this? Your intelligent disciple. First thing. And second thing, who is that person basically? Son of Drupada. So you know who is that person? His name is
Dhrishtadyumna.
So Dhrishtadyumna is basically like Bhishma is the commander-in-chief for Kaurava army. So Dhrishtadyumna is the commander-in-chief for Pandavas. And he was born with a region, He had to fulfill a destiny, and the destiny was that he will kill Dronacharya. But now, see the interesting part here. What is the interesting part? That although Dronacharya knew that this boy is going to be the reason for my death, but still he chooses to teach him and become his guru as well. That's why Duryodhana is saying, your disciple. It means that boy, Dhrishtadyumna, was also a student of Dronacharya only. So you have only taught him everything he knows, and look, today he is standing against us and making all these army formations. Look, Guru Drona, look, and he is also the son of Drupad. And who is Drupad? Why is saying Drupad? Because Drupad was the best friend of Dronacharya,
Best.
and who also became best of enemy of Dronacharya.
Papa, if Dhrishtadyumna was Drona's student, was Duryodhana deliberately reminding him of that?
Yes, that's what we are discussing. Very true. I also feel the same way. Again, you see, now we are coming to the interpretation. So maybe that's what Duryodhana is trying to do here. So he is reminding Dronacharya of that he is your disciple. Look, and second thing, he is son of Drupad, right? So I told you Drupad was the best friend of Dronacharya when they were young in a Gurukul.
Like my
together,
age, my
like
age.
your age. And when they grew up, this
They
kind of
became
events that
enemies.
once Dronacharya, he goes to King Drupad's court to ask for some
Cows to feed his
son.
kid milk.
Yes,
Because he didn't even have milk.
he was very poor because he was a poor Brahmin, and Drupad had become a rich king of Panchala, and Panchala was a very prosperous kingdom at that time. So it was like, come on, man, you had promised that you will give me half of your kingdom when we were in the Gurukul. Do you remember that? You were friends. And then Drupad thinks, come on, this is such a poor Brahmin. I'm such a big king. And he says, I'm his friend. No, no, no. You see? And kind of he insulted Dronacharya. And he felt so bad. And then he thought that I'll take a revenge.
So in kids, they were like this, but now in grown-ups, they were like this.
And now you see what happens. After that, Dronacharya goes to Hastinapur. He becomes the teacher of Pandavas and Kauravas. And then, once their education is complete, he asks for Guru Dakshina. Guru Dakshina is that you pay the teacher after he has given you all the education. And in that Guru Dakshina, what Dronacharya asks for? Go defeat that arrogant king of Panchala, Drupad, bring him to me. So first the Kauravas say, okay, that's an easy job, I'll go and get him. But they could not do it, and then finally Pandavas went and Arjuna captured Panchal Naresh, which Drupad brought him to Dronacharya and says, here Gurudev, here is your enemy.
Papa, I remember one story you had said.
Which story?
You had said that once they were taking a test, and then everyone said, like, first the teacher asked, what can you see? While they were taking the test.
Yes.
Then everyone basically said, I can see you, I can see trees, I can see a bird, I can see everything. But only Arjuna said the bird's eye.
That's right.
Because that's the focus you need at here, man. If without focus, it just doesn't the thing you're looking at.
True, I agree.
Like your eye is the bird's eye, and I'm focusing at the lamp. I'll only shoot the lamp.
True. So that's the point. That's why Arjuna was such a great archer, and he was the favorite student of Dronacharya as well. So anyway, the Shloka, see, but we have to understand, the Shloka does not say very clearly why Duryodhana said this. But this is our interpretation, that maybe he was trying to manipulate Dronacharya's emotions, or we never know what were the actual intentions behind using, not the name, but saying, oh, he's your intelligent disciple, he's the son of your favorite, I don't know, whatever, Drupad. So let's see.
Papa, if Drona knew that Dhrishtadyumna could fight against him, why did he teach him warfare?
Exactly. This is actually another very important aspect of this sloka. You see, many a times there are two aspects in our life. One is your duty, okay, and then your personal feelings. Now imagine you are a class monitor, okay. Now as a class monitor, you have to be fair, right, with all the students. But imagine out of all those classmates, there is someone whom you don't like. Okay, so what will you do as a monitor?
I would basically just leave him. I would just act like he's one of the normal students which I like.
Exactly.
I'll just act like that.
Yes, that's the point. So your personal feelings should not dictate your duty. Your duty as a monitor is to be fair. That's what you have to do. Whether you like the person, you don't like the person, doesn't matter. As a monitor, you have to be fair.
Fair.
Like that, see, Drona is a teacher and he's a teacher of the kings in Hastinapur. So as a teacher, it was his duty to teach the friendly, kingdoms who were friends with, say, the Hastinapur, and Panchala was one of them. So once Dhrishtadyumna goes to Dronacharya for learning, he does not refuse him. Although he knows that tomorrow he will be the reason for my death, but still Dronacharya is bound by his duty and he does not bother about his personal feelings.
Papa, but how did Dronacharya knew that he was there to kill him?
Oh, because
Was it mentioned in the news?
no. It was not mentioned in the news. Basically, the birth of Dhrishtadyumna, I told you, no. So he was born out of fire along with his sister Draupadi.
Wow.
And when they were born, at that time only, it was a kind of announcement. Everyone heard it in Panchala. So what their destiny will be. So it was a public knowledge. Everyone knew that why Dhrishtadyumna is born and why even Draupadi is born. So we'll learn more about Draupadi in coming verses.
But if he Dhrishtadyumna will kill Dronacharya, who will be the teacher?
That's true, but right now he's not going to do that. Na? When he was a student, now we are in Mahabharata. Now the time has come of the war, and in this war, you will see maybe on the, I think, 15th day of the war, this will happen when Dronacharya will be killed by Aswathama. So you see, Dronacharya himself was placed in a very complicated situation, right? So when you see, we have to understand two things here, okay? The first thing is the word we choose matters. So Duryodhana is playing very carefully with the words here, the way he is manipulating maybe Dronacharya.
Papa, if we know something will hurt someone, should we avoid saying it?
See, not necessarily, but you have to understand why you are saying this. Are you saying those words to actually help someone grow, or you are saying it just to hurt someone? So the intention behind your words are more important than the words itself.
If something would hurt someone and I see it while they're distracted in something, then that's a say it.
Yeah, we should, but always remember the intention, why you are saying it. Okay. So now I would like to ask you, so what you learned from this sloka, Anvi?
I learned that before speaking, we should think about how our words might affect the other person.
Exactly. How your words will affect the other person. That is really important. And what did you learn, Adi?
I learned that we should understand the difference between our personal feelings and our duty.
Exactly. That's the most important. You see, from the same sloka, both of you understood two very important life lessons. For you, Anvi, it was that yes, words are very important. Choose it very wisely. And for you, Adi, it was that yes, we should learn to differentiate our duty and our personal feelings. Sometimes your personal feelings would say, "Hey, he's my best friend. Let's give him some, extra benefits." Like, okay, even if he shouts in the class, I will ignore because he is my best friend and he is my enemy. Okay, even if he makes one noise, I will report him to the teacher. No, we shouldn't do that, right? Because as your duty as a monitor should be to be fair.
Papa, I am the class monitor. Already my best friends were the class monitor. They only made me the class monitor. So how can I report them if they're only class monitors?
I know. That's not the point. Point is to be fair with your duty. You shouldn't be blinded by your personal feelings. That's
even if one boy is bad, one boy is good, it's okay. Treat them like a good boy.
Treat them just as a normal student, and if they make a mistake, you do your duty. That's it.
Just tell him the mistake.
Yes. Okay. So you see, today we explored just this one sloka. In the next sloka, we'll see how Duryodhana is now going to tell more about the opposition army, and more he will be talking with Dronacharya. So that we'll learn in the next sloka. But until then, keep asking questions, keep thinking, and keep moving forward, one sloka at a time. Namaste.
Namaste.